Hudson tweeted, I think it was today or a few days ago, he tweeted that he was getting a bunch of Ashley and Caden lookalikes, I guess for the movie. But he said, what about Jacob? And I was like, at first I didn't really pay attention to it. I was just like, but then I was like, ooh, I think he's throwing like a hint out there. Why would he say, what about Jacob? Out of all the other characters, why would he say, what about Jacob? It probably, he's throwing a clue that Jacob's going to be in the movie. And I could see it because, you know, Jacob's that hunk, the big, tough hunk dude. And I think, I don't know, he does, I think Jacob does transfer well to movie. So Jacob is probably going to be in there. And if Jacob's in there, you know Miranda's going to be in there. And the elusive man, because they're Cerberus. So, I don't know. But then, at the same time, what if it really isn't the Shepherd story? What if it's like a prequel to one of the characters, or like characters make cameos, like, you know, the whole story behind Jacob, where he was like part of the Corsairs or something like that? What if it has something to do with that type of story, like back then, you know? So maybe it would be Jacob when he was in the Corsairs, or before he went to Cerberus, or something like that, or when he got recruited by Cerberus, and, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's all up in the air right now, and we're not going to know anything until after Comic-Con, if anything. I'm sure we're going to know a lot. Some of the things that I just would not accept for the movie is, okay, Garrus, he doesn't need a facial actor, right? He's an alien. So he has to have the same voice. The guy that does Garrus needs to do Garrus in the movie. If he doesn't do Garrus in the movie, I'm suing. So for all the main aliens, like Tally and all those, the aliens that you don't really need a facial actor to them, they have to be the same voices. I mean, come on, how could you not use the same voices? Because if they don't, that's just going to be so stupid. On a side note, when I was watching The Social Network a while back, this scene comes on, and just watch it. See if you got the same feeling that I did. Thinking about what plots the Mass Effect movie might take. It's hard to imagine that they're going to use Shepard for the movie, just because they're already working on the last installment, and the movie is probably going to be coming out way after the Mass Effect 3. So they could either do two things. They can have Mass Effect, the movie, start a new storyline. They could also maybe take after Mass Effect 3, which is going to be weird, because Mass Effect 3 is supposed to be, you know, the ending. It's the last game. So I don't know, I don't know what they're going to do. Is it going to be an alternate ending? Is it going to be, because if Mass Effect 3 is over, do they really want to go into another story with Shepard, or like, again, you know, like, oh, let's do the whole Reaper thing again? It's like, or are they just going to adapt the video game plots into a movie? I don't know. It's going to be kind of weird. If, like, after playing Mass Effect 3, it's like, oh, okay, here we go again. So I don't know. I think they're going to do a different storyline with cameos. So I don't think the main character is going to be Shepard. I think it's going to be someone else, like another Alliance soldier or something like that knew Shepard, or somebody that worked with Shepard, or something like that, where Shepard is just mentioned. Especially because Shepard, if they use Shepard, it's one of the reasons why Shepard has never been in a book, in one of the Mass Effect novels. He's been mentioned, but he's never been in character. It's because Shepard is so personal to so many people out there that play Mass Effect. He's basically you. You choose what Shepard does and who he is and all that. There's not like a Shepard that's just one Shepard, you know? Like, you can't say, oh, that's, I have the same exact Shepard. You know, there's, all of our Shepards either look different if we don't use the default. They're male or female. They have different personalities. Sometimes you go Renegade, sometimes you go Paragon, sometimes you go both. It's all different, right? You customize them however you want them to look, their armor and all that. Different backgrounds, different profiles and all that. So how are they going to make a Shepard where it would be like, where it would fit the view, like where it would fit the concept of Shepard to all of us gamers? So that's one of the big reasons I don't think they're gonna use Shepard as one of the main characters, just because he is customizable. He basically, you make him your own. And for them to like make a movie with male Shepard, the people that are female Shepard, that prefer female Shepard, are gonna be like, what the hell, you know, they should have made a female Shepard, it would have been so much better. So I don't think Bioware will take that risk. If they do, hopefully they do it really good, and they're gonna have to really think about how to do it, so they don't kind of annoy people that see their Shepard differently. And I think it's gonna, and for the actor that plays Shepard, I think it's gonna be a big deal too, like for them to really do justice to all Shepards out there. So I don't think it's gonna be Shepard. I think it's gonna be a new character with cameos. Whether it's after Mass Effect 3, it takes place after Mass Effect 3, or like before, or maybe during, so that they could do the whole Reaper thing. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be a different character. So I think that's all I have to say about the Mass Effect movie, especially because there's not really much to say about it, except for speculation. I think we should be expecting this movie maybe late 2012 if we're lucky. They have been working on it since 2010, when Legendary got the go to do it. It kind of went off the radar, but they actually were working on it. Maybe just like the maybe just like the blueprint stage, but they've already started it, so I'm thinking maybe late 2012, hopefully. Who knows, because this movie's going to have a lot of CGI. I mean, you could already, almost all sci-fis right now are hugely based over CGI, so for them to make it look really good, they should really take their time. So if it doesn't come out next year, bummer, but as long as they make it, you know, work, because they could really make this movie suck if they're not careful, especially because it's such a loved game. Like, the fans of Mass Effect is like, they love this game. Like, I'd say it from experience, it's like a baby, you know. It's like, don't touch it. You mess with it and it's like, you've unleashed hell. I'm just hoping they're going to be really careful with it, not ruin it, really leave the reins to Bioware and Casey Hudson. Don't mess with what they say. You know, they know what they're doing. They already put out 2 awesome games, and another 3rd is coming up, which should be really awesome also. So trust them. Don't try to take the reins, because companies like big studios always ruin movies when they do that. Okay, so I will be ending it here. That was the 2nd episode of Mass Effect Talks. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be contacting some of you soon, because next week's episode will most likely be a guest episode. So I will be talking to those of you that were interested in guesting. So I will talk to you guys later.